Okay, quick update. I hurt this thing. Well, I hooked up the 4-port boost controller and that was working great. And again, around 20 pounds, I was having fuel shortage issues. So I'll probably end up replacing my feed lines. Too many bends and plastic and bullshit in it, I guess. And I was winding this thing out. It was doing pretty good. I made like 16 pounds. And it made like mid 600s to the tire, even through the tailpipe. It was really doing excellent. I checked the plug looked good, and then I made another pull, and when I lifted I heard it kind of knocking a little bit, and I was like, shit. I shut it off, and I waited till everything calmed down. I started it again, and it was knocking a little bit, and I'm like, damn it, I knocked the bearing or something out of it. But I was also fearing the worst, you know, that I broke a piston or something on top of that, and I definitely had a fuel shortage issue, because what happened is it melted the lip of the piston here. See how it got distorted? It made the piston soft, and then that's what grabbed the ring. The ring is like stuck. See? You can't even move it. I mean, you can push it in and out, but right where it's melted there, you can't even move it. It's flush. There's no gap. So it grabbed the ring, and then the ring butted and lifted the ringland. And then I found pieces of the ring in the motor since we shut it off so soon. And it actually skipped over. You'll see this happen every now and then. It skipped over the intake. Pieces of the piston were still in there. And they skipped around in the intake manifold and jumped into piston number 8. So there was shit in the engine under the cylinder head when I lifted it out. Pieces of melted piston and broken piston and shattered shit. And 7 and 8, so a combination of running out of fuel, like I think I saw it flash into the 12s, which is pretty much good night on 20 pounds on pump gas. So it looks like I was doing good until that happened. I ran out of fuel and nicked it up, and that was it. So it looks okay otherwise. I'll probably end up, I don't know if I smushed a bearing or two. I'm gonna measure them and see. The other ones, they look pretty good. The crank and everything looks good. The bearings don't look bad. So, but I'm kind of scared with the material that bounced around. You know, when the piston comes up and jams up in that material, it can crush a bearing. So I'll check out these rods, and I may do bearings, just rod bearings in the bottom end. I'll check the main bearings and some other stuff. And these heads don't look too bad for the material that was dancing around in them. They were a little nicked up, but we'll probably, you know, see how they seal. Throw them right back in. Yeah, here's pieces of the piston. You can see little chunks. I fucking paper cut my finger wide open trying to grab that, but yeah, little chunks of the piston in there. And shit was dancing around in this cylinder too. But that's a quick update for now. Another reason not to push it on pump gas, but you know, you get greedy every now and then. And I have pretty good success, so I push it pretty hard sometimes. And this is what can happen, unfortunately. So there's my quick update. Doing good otherwise. Everything else, I mean, we drove, I think we had 1,000 miles or more on this motor. Just driving it every fucking day and doing burnouts and everything till I was pushing it there, but I'll probably end up replacing my fuel feed, getting that sorted out, because I should have tons of fuel. We have 80 pounders and a Walbro 450 in Mark's car, and he just made 8 and change, and I can still flood the motor out with fuel, so I definitely have some sort of issue. Maybe it's the fuel filter is the restriction now or something, but get a piston and whatnot and get this thing slammed back together and make some more boost. But that's a sad update for now, but it happens messing with cars.